Hi, welcome to ShowMeTheCurry.com. I'm Hital.
I'm Anuja, and today we're going to show you how to make penne pasta. It's a flavorful pasta dish, perfect for a lot of different occasions. You know, potlucks, dinners, lunches, you name it. It's perfect all the way around. So let's get started. So here we have this humongous pan over here, and bottom line is, you want to be able to stir everything in it very well with enough room to, mix well. So we have the oil, and we're going to add in the garlic and then turn on the stove.
So you might be wondering, we're showing you rather large portions. So we're making a double batch for both of our families, but the ingredients that you see on your screen, the proportions, they're perfect for a family of like 4 to 6. So you can follow those, but what you see here is for both of us.
Right. And yeah, we eat a lot.
Especially this one, it's delicious.
So now the reason why we put garlic in the cold oil is because we want it to flavor the oil, and it needs to come to a higher temperature together. Now it's on medium heat, and we're just going to let it warm up.
So our garlic is looking absolutely perfect. You definitely don't want to burn garlic, otherwise it has this really bitter flavor. And it's just lightly golden now, so we can add in our Italian seasoning. And when we do any kind of dried herbs or spices, we just rub them between our palms like this, and it kind of releases a lot of flavor.
It's got a wonderful aroma.
And we have some chili flakes. Now these are optional and to taste.
And just a 30-second stir.
And we have our sliced onions.
And mix. We're going to just let it cook for about a minute or so. But also here we're making vegetarian pasta. But if you do want to add chicken or any other meat to it, just before you add in the onions, you can add in your meat and just let it cook, because the oil is hot, and just make like thinner pieces, not very big chunky pieces, so that it cooks faster. And just cook it till it's done, and then you can add in the onions and go on forth from this process onwards, as the same as this recipe.
So our onions have been cooking for about 2 minutes, and it's time to add in our bell pepper. Now look at this, awesome. I can't get over the color. We were just fortunate to have all these beautiful colored bell peppers. They're in season right now. Yes. But if you can't find all these colors, that's fine. You can, use your plain green ones if you have them, or green and red. Those are usually the most common ones. But in these go.
Plus, you want to cut the bell pepper the same size as the onions, lengthwise, so nothing is sticking out. So in this case, we've cut it the same size as the penne pasta. The bell pepper and the onions are all the same length, so that it just, jives well together. And mix. Look at it. Looks so beautiful. Beautiful. We can just stop right here.
The key to this recipe, of course, is you don't want to overcook your veggies. So we are going to cook them, for a few minutes, but just make sure that they're not limp. They should have a little bit of texture to them, and it's going to be perfect with the soft pasta. Also, what we're going to do is we're going to crank up the heat to a high, just so that the veggies don't let water go, and so they retain their crunch and yet get cooked. So an important thing to do in this process is get your pasta water boiling and your pasta cooking, because that takes quite a bit of time. And while all this is happening, if that's happening at the same time, it'll all just get done a lot sooner, and efficient way of cooking. Right. So be sure you cook your pasta per package directions, and add a little extra salt in there, because the pasta needs a lot of flavor. So when it goes in there, it's all flavorful. And cook it al dente, right? Yes. That means a little on the kutcha side.
Alright, this looks fantastic. The onions are a little translucent, so they've got that sharpness out of them, and yet they have their crunch, and it looks fantastic. Now what we're going to do is we're going to salt this. Mix.
So once that's mixed, we can add in our sun-dried tomatoes and artichoke hearts. Now, these were the ones that are packed in oil, so be sure you use a lot of that oil. You're going to need a little bit of oil to coat your pasta, so we're going to use this up.
And plus it's so flavorful, you don't want to miss out on that flavor. And mix.
And here is our tomatoes. And you can check the salt on here, or the chili flakes, or the Italian seasoning. Basically, it's all to taste, so this is practically already almost cooked, so you can try it at any point and see if you need to adjust anything.
Perfect. Mix in well. So the tomatoes are cooked for a minute, and we're ready for the pasta now. Here's the pasta. Alright, and mix.
This is actually a good time to add in your lemon juice also while it's being mixed. And of course, this is to taste.
And mix gently, but well. So once it's mixed well and the pasta has got heated all the way through, we're going to go ahead and just turn off the stove. And it's actually pretty much done.
All that's left is our garnishing. We have some fresh basil leaves. Just tear a few and add it. We have some toasted pine nuts.
Give a wonderful crunch.
And we have some freshly shredded Parmesan cheese.
So all these three things are actually to taste. Actually, a lot of the stuff in here is to taste. You can just adjust the seasonings, the vegetables, basically anything in there to taste. So it's a fabulous, simple, yet such a flavorful pasta. So enjoy your pasta and join us again in another episode of ShowMeTheCurry.com.
Adding a pinch of spice to your life.